Old used tires are pretty much worthless, but today I'm going to show you an idea that's going to make you want to keep it around for a lot longer. So here we have an old tire. We could make houses for hippies or tire swings for children, but we're not going to do that. We're going to make something even more useful and something better than is made on the market today. So we all know what these are. These are bungee cords. You got your typical El Cheapo bungee cord, and then you got your trucker rubber bungee cords, which are actually pretty amazing, but they have their own little flaws. What I did was I actually took this tire, and I've been using them for a couple months now, and I just cut strips all the way around the inside. You can see that. You can see the tire size. I just cut a strip out from the inside, took some old ends to these bungee cords that just like to rot at the most inopportune time, punched a hole, stuck them through. This style works a lot better. The style that's off these trucker ones, these S-hooks, are a lot stronger than these other ones. I just kind of stabbed them through. And these things are probably the most amazing bungee cords I have ever used, and I'm absolutely in love with them. So we're going to make these, and not only that, is we're going to make them even better. We're going to make a bungee cord that's even better. We're going to make a bungee cord with an adjustable end. So your bungee cord can be this long, it can be 4 feet long, it doesn't matter, with this unique adjustable end. Let's do it. So it's relatively easy to cut out the sidewalls for this. The top part where the tread is, there's actually metal wire, so you can't use that. But you can use pretty much anything from about here down to here. It just starts getting thicker, and then there's a set of metal bands all the way around. But anywhere from roughly here to here. And this is a small car tire. On a truck tire, there'd be a lot more. You could probably get a whole bunch of these. But this whole thing right here, this is nearly 4 feet long in this little teeny 14-inch car tire. But all we do is just take a razor blade and take a utility knife. I have this little teeny razor blade, pocket knife, that I like a little bit better. And we're just going to go around, and we can just follow the lines. The width. What width do we want? I tried out a whole bunch. First I was going to try these. I tried these little skinny ones. I couldn't get them uniform enough, and I found them not to be as reliable. So I think the ideal width is somewhere around 3/4 of an inch, but closer to like 1 inch to 1.25 inches is the most ideal, which is about 2 to 3 centimeters. But first thing we can do is we can just go all the way around in our groove. Of course, this is pretty quick. We don't want to cut ourselves, but car tires, if this is a heavy-duty truck tire, you might hate yourself. I'm going to measure out 1.25 inches right here. I don't want to cut it completely out. I want to cut them both at the same time. It'd be better if I didn't have this chunk of tire missing out of the middle, but we'd want to cut our inside first, then our outside. I'm only going to take one out of this tire. Now, we don't need to cut full depth the first time. You can actually just, as long as the tip of the blade is digging in, just run it around. Don't try to cut harder than you should. Pencil shows up pretty good. You see, I'm not cutting all the way through. I could if I really forced it, but last thing I want to do is slice myself. There we go. The rest of this, now no water will collect in it. No mosquitoes, anything else. We can just dispose of that with the tire stuff. So this measures nearly 5 feet, 56 inches. So about a 5-foot strip from a little car. So you could actually make 2 little ones about the size of a standard bungee cord. Now, as far as stretch on this, that's a good question. So we got them both marked out, 12 inches. And this one, so if we grab at the 12 inches, it comes out to about 20, and that's where it just dead. You know, where it just, if you've ever used one of these, there's no more spring in them. And I'm only pulling with maybe 3 pounds of force. There's really no force behind these things. So 20, 21 inches or so. So not quite double. This probably not going to be more. I mean, I'm at 18, I'm at 20, and I've got 50, 60 pounds of force on this. This thing's just dead. You know, it's just rock solid. If you pull any harder, you're just gonna rip it. This thing will just keep going. I'm afraid that's actually gonna flip back and whack me. Whatever. 21 inches, and I've got about 75 pounds of force on these. This is a car tire. It's meant to take huge abuse, huge amount of abuse. It's meant to hit potholes, drive you down the road at 100 miles an hour. It's UV treated so it doesn't just rot and crack. That's another thing. Don't do this one if the tire's all rotted and cracked and stuff like that. Probably not the best one to choose for this. And I also tried to do two different things. I tried folding it over and punching a hole through both, putting it through, and that seemed to work just as good as just doing it a single time, because I really laid out on this, and it makes sense that it wouldn't really increase, but I just thought it looked a little bit nicer versus this one where I just punched once. It seemed to work exactly the same, and I really pulled on this to see if I could break it. No, but what we're going to do is we're going to make the bungee cord adjustable length by making one of these. So this is a hook, and I can take it, and that end doesn't have any holes. It's not compromised. I can slide this up at any point, and I can make it the exact length that I want. And you could actually even make one of these for the trucker style, which would be nice. And it's just like a turnbuckle type thing. But let's make one of these heavy duty straps, and so you can adjust the length of it. So we start out with a straight piece of steel. We come in and we just kind of make an S, and the way that works is this comes up, goes back through, this wraps over the top, and just comes back down through one last time. And the tighter you pull it, the tighter it grabs. So this is just made out of a 1/4 inch pencil steel. So, but you can make it out of, I guess you can make it out of, if you had 3/16 or something, that would work as well. 1/8 inch might be too thin. So 10.5 inches, about 27 centimeters. This just needs to be this slot in here needs to be a little bit more than the width of the stuff, and I'm about 1.25 inches, and this is about 1.5 inches in there. And then this slot needs to be double the thickness of both those at least. This is 3/4. Those things are about 1/4 inch, so I only actually needed 1/2. And this slot up here is about 3/8, so just a little bit of slop around everything. So we'll start out with 1.25 inches. There we go. That'll work. Now we got an S-hook. Spent a little extra time, made S-hooks for all of them. Once you start making the S-hooks, you can get them down really quick. It only takes 60 seconds to make this. It's the S-hooks, but the S-hooks will outlast the things a million times over. So let's hook it on. I got it pretty long. Let's see if we can. That's some good force. Let's see if my longest little bungee can reach. Nope. And there's no force on that at all. Maybe, nope. See, once they tap out, they just tap out. This thing can just keep stretching. See about this trucker strap. I'm a little nervous about getting flicked in the face with the trucker strap. Maybe hook it up in there. Nope. 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 But adjusted any length. And because the way they're cut out of the sidewall, they actually roll up extremely nice. I just roll them up inside the top of my S-hook in here. You just tuck them up in, and they actually stay really good when I throw them in the toolbox and stuff like that. You know, it's not like just a thing. It's more like a tie down. It stays together. So I've been using them now for a couple months, and I'm not saying it just because I made them, but I think this is the best rubber bungee strap I have ever used. These bungee cords, this is amazing. Behind this is the trucker ones. I do like the trucker ones, but the colored ones are just absolutely worthless. The little cheapo round tubey things, they're absolutely worthless. These are amazing, and I'm not just saying that. So go out, make yourself some, salvage those old tires next time you're gonna throw them away. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Bye. Okay, you gotta play with some tire or something. Look what I made. Excited? Huh? Excited? Jump. Oh, good job. Jump. Good job. Get it.